Arsenal receive clear Rodrygo transfer message as agreement reached and medical booked. Arsenal's summer transfer business finally looks to have concluded with a seventh new signing sanctioned. The Gunners have already welcomed Ebereki Eze, Victor Gyökeres, Christian Mosquera, Noni Madueke, Christian Norgard, Martin Zubimendi, and Kepa Arrizabalaga, strengthening Mikel Arteta's squad across all areas of the pitch. Despite over £250 million being spent, no departures have yet been sanctioned, even with interest emerging in Oleksandr Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Reiss Nelson, and Jakub Kiwior. The latter looks set to join Porto, with that switch getting the green light. A move expected to be followed by Piero Hincapié joining Arsenal from Bayer Leverkusen as defensive reinforcements continue to be prioritized. More additions before Monday, September 1st, currently appear unlikely unless several exits go through over the weekend. Rodrygo has been consistently linked to Arsenal throughout the summer, but the Brazilian international has now moved to shut down speculation. In a recent interview, Rodrygo underlined his commitment to Real Madrid, stating that he is fully focused on life in Spain and is not considering a move away from the Santiago Bernabéu. That message effectively ends Arsenal's long-standing pursuit of the 23-year-old, who was viewed as a marquee attacking addition had the opportunity arisen. While the Gunners have shown ambition in the market, their focus will now likely shift towards trimming the squad before the transfer window closes, ensuring the new arrivals are registered and integrated smoothly. For Arteta, the priority will be to balance his bloated squad, manage player exits, and then concentrate fully on the Premier League campaign, where expectations remain high following back-to-back title challenges. The clarity over Rodrygo's stance allows Arsenal to move forward with their current options, with confidence that their summer spending has left them well-equipped for the season ahead. Real Madrid have had a quiet end to the transfer window despite speculation around Dani Ceballos and Rodrygo goes. Ceballos' move to Marseille collapsed, while Rodrygo, linked with Manchester City and Arsenal, has decided to stay at the Santiago Bernabéu. Although Franco Mastantuono's arrival pushed him down the pecking order, Rodrygo was handed a surprise start against Real Oviedo. The 24-year-old is happy to remain at Madrid for now, but wants regular minutes ahead of next summer's World Cup. If game time is limited, a January move, possibly to the Premier League, could be on the cards. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Liverpool ready to welcome Alexander Isak as green light update emerges from Newcastle. Liverpool have just over 70 hours to seal a deal for Alexander Isak before the summer transfer window shuts. Isak has been linked with a move to Liverpool all summer as Arne Slot looks to build on the side that won the Premier League title last season. So far, Newcastle have rebuffed Liverpool's advances for Isak to the point that the Sweden international has been banished from Eddie Howe's squad due to the striker's eagerness to join the Reds. The summer transfer window closes at 7 p.m. on Monday, September 1st, meaning Liverpool now have just over 3 full days to sign the former Borussia Dortmund and Real Sociedad star. However, on Friday afternoon, a promising update for the Anfield faithful has emerged. Liverpool very optimistic on Alexander Isak arrival in double deal. Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi is also a target for Liverpool, with Slot eager to add to both his attacking and defensive options in a bid to retain the Premier League title. According to Sky Sports Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg, Liverpool are very optimistic of signing both Isak and Guéhi. It is understood that one of the two is expected to arrive on Merseyside, but Plettenberg's update suggests 25-year-old Isak is perhaps the likeliest of the two. He claims that the Reds are ready to submit a new offer for Isak as soon as Newcastle give the green light. Earlier on Friday, it was reported that Liverpool's next bid for Isak will be a Premier League record. There does, finally, seem to be a big chance of a break in the stalemate between the two Premier League and Champions League sides. Eddie Howe issues Friday update on Alexander Isak's situation amid Liverpool talk. Newcastle's situation is a dire one. They don't want to be seen giving in to player power and allowing Isak to leave. But, at the same time, they don't want to have an unhappy player causing issues in their squad. Isak claims Newcastle have broken promises to him since the end of last season, but Magpies boss Howe has now refuted that in a new press conference. Absolutely not, he told the media on Friday. I never make any promises to any players regarding transfers because, ultimately, I'm not in control of the whole thing. I would never make a promise like that to any player. Of course, there are two sides to every story, and, ultimately, someone is either telling fibs or the communication at St. James Park has been problematic. What is clear, however, is that the situation has been far from straightforward, with whispers and mixed messages circling for weeks and leaving supporters uncertain about what to believe. Either way, Liverpool have done the right thing, and that has been to wait it out until the final hours of the summer transfer window to make their move. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Man City tracking Trent Alexander-Arnold for sensational Prem return amid shock Real Madrid exit talk. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been linked with an early exit from Real Madrid, and Manchester City are keen to bring the former Liverpool star back to the Premier League, a report has sensationally claimed. Alexander-Arnold spent his entire career at Liverpool before joining Real Madrid at the start of the summer. The right-back registered 23 goals and 92 assists in 354 appearances for his boyhood club, playing a key role in them winning a host of trophies including the Champions League, 2 Premier League titles, the FA Cup, and 2 League Cups. However, Alexander-Arnold decided to run down his contract to leave Liverpool and join Madrid on a free transfer. Liverpool fans were left angry with Alexander-Arnold for deserting the Reds after previously saying he wanted to follow in Steven Gerrard's footsteps and captain them to silverware. Liverpool also lost out on a potential transfer fee of more than £100 million as the England star refused several contract offers to ensure a switch to Madrid would become a reality. Although Liverpool did manage to recoup €10 million, then £8.4 million, by letting Alexander-Arnold join Madrid early so he could feature at the Club World Cup. So far, the deep-lying playmaker has managed 2 assists in 7 games for Madrid and is still awaiting his first goal. He came off the bench late on during the 3-0 league win over Real Oviedo on Sunday, with Dani Carvajal getting the nod at right back. The Athletic have reported that Carvajal is confident he can keep Alexander-Arnold out of the starting 11 now he is back to full fitness, while some concerns have also been raised about the latter's defensive ability. According to Caught Offside, Man City are keeping a close eye on Alexander-Arnold's situation in case he struggles for game time this season. Man City could launch a sensational bid for Alexander-Arnold in January if he becomes frustrated at being left on the bench, it is claimed. Pep Guardiola's side are described as long-term admirers of the 26-year-old. They have made contact with his camp twice in the past. City first contacted Alexander-Arnold's entourage when he was still a youth player, while they also asked about his availability when it emerged he would not be signing a new deal at Liverpool. Hard to see Trent Alexander-Arnold joining Man City. The citizens were snubbed on both occasions but remain undeterred and will make themselves a concrete option if Alexander-Arnold ever decides to negotiate a Madrid exit. Despite Caught Offside's claim, it is hard to see the fullback pushing for a transfer anytime soon. Madrid worked for 2 years to convince Alexander-Arnold to reject Liverpool's contract offers and eventually move to the Spanish capital. If Madrid Chiefs learn that the player is getting frustrated, then they will surely put pressure on Xabi Alonso to give him more starts. Plus, with Carvajal now 33 years old, Alexander-Arnold should be Madrid's guaranteed starting right back once the Spain star retires. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Xavi Simon's Premier League move confirmed as medical completed amid Chelsea and Tottenham interest. RB Leipzig star Xavi Simons is reportedly closing in on a move to the Premier League amid interest from Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur. This summer, Simons, 22, had been constantly linked with a move away from Leipzig. Earlier in the transfer window, it was reported that Premier League giants Chelsea had agreed terms with the Dutchman, but had so far failed to offer a sum that suits Leipzig. During the 24-25 season, Simons made a total of 33 appearances for Leipzig, scoring 11 goals and assisting a further 8. On Friday morning, it was claimed that Chelsea's London rivals, Spurs, had agreed a fee with the Bundesliga side, believed to be €60 million. Fabrizio Romano said, /exclusive, Tottenham agrees €60 million fee with RB Leipzig for Xavi Simons. Official bid accepted. Green light after hashtag THFC sent formal bid following players' encouragement. Spurs want deal done today, also on player side plus medical in the next hours. Here we go, expected soon. And now, Spurs look to have fully hijacked Chelsea's move with a medical said to have been completed. Xavi Simons completes medical ahead of Premier League move. Taking to social media, The Athletic's David Ornstein wrote Xavi Simons has completed medical before moving to Tottenham Hotspur from RB Leipzig. €60 million deal agreed club-to-club plus personal terms done for 22-years-old attacker to join hashtag THFC, pending final details being sorted between Dutch International and RB Leipzig. Spurs have been on the lookout for an attacking midfielder after James Maddison suffered a serious knee injury during the club's pre-season tour in Asia. Earlier in the month, Spurs were beaten in the race to sign Crystal Palace star Ebereki Eze, who ultimately opted to join North London rivals Arsenal in a high-profile move that caused plenty of debate among fans. While missing out on Eze was a blow, Spurs quickly shifted their attention to other targets, determined not to let the disappointment derail their transfer strategy. Now, Thomas Frank's search for a new attacker looks to be coming to an end, with highly rated youngster Xavi Simons reportedly just inches away from being confirmed as a new Spurs player. The Dutch international, admired for his creativity, dribbling skills, and ability to operate across multiple attacking roles, is expected to bring a fresh dimension to Frank's front line. His arrival would be seen as a statement signing, underlining Spurs' intent to compete at the very top this season. It comes at an ideal moment for the club, who have enjoyed a perfect start to the 2025-26 Premier League campaign. Frank's men have been praised for their fluid attacking style and defensive discipline, with several players stepping up impressively in the opening matches. Confidence within the camp is high, and the addition of Simons could further strengthen their title credentials. The focus now turns to Saturday afternoon, when Spurs return to action against Bournemouth. With momentum firmly on their side, supporters will be eager to see if their team can extend their winning run and perhaps catch a first glimpse of their exciting new signing in the famous lily white shirt. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Newcastle close in on £65 million deal set to open door for Alexander Isak's Liverpool transfer. Newcastle have been searching for a striker all summer, missing out on Hugo Ekitike and Benjamin Sesko, but now Stuttgart's Nick Woltmade is heading to St. James Park. Newcastle are set to break their transfer record after agreeing a £65 million fee with Stuttgart to sign Nick Woltmade. The deal could prove to be a major turning point in the saga involving Alexander Isak, who's been exiled amid his wish to join Liverpool. Woltmade, 23, has been heavily linked with a move to Bayern Munich throughout the summer after an impressive campaign with Germany at the Under-21 European Championship. The forward scored 6 goals and provided 3 assists as his nation reached the final, only to lose England in extra time. Bayern reportedly made 3 bids for Woltmade, each of which were rejected by Stuttgart. Newcastle have now swooped in and appear to have successfully concluded their long search for a striker. The Magpies had been rejected by their 2 major targets, Hugo Ekitike, who signed for Liverpool, and Benjamin Sesko, who joined Manchester United. Other players who Newcastle looked at include Brentford star Yoane Wissa and Chelsea's Nicholas Jackson. But Woltmade is en route to St. James Park to complete a move, having said his goodbyes at Stuttgart on Thursday. It's understood that Newcastle will pay the Bundesliga club an initial £60.5 million plus £4.5 million in potential add-ins. Woltmade's arrival may have a direct impact on Isak's future, with the Magpies having turned down a £110 million bid from Liverpool earlier this month. Although Newcastle had always been targeting a forward to replace second-choice Callum Wilson, who left upon the expiry of his contract in June, the club record fee suggests that Eddie Howe believes Woltmade can step into Isak's shoes. Liverpool are yet to make a follow-up bid with 5 days remaining of the summer transfer window. Isak is still training away from the Magpies' first-team squad, and in fresh showdown talks with the Newcastle hierarchy this week, he reiterated his desire to leave. After Isak, Newcastle's current record signing at £63 million, missed Monday's 3-2 defeat at home to Liverpool, Howe issued an update on the Swedes' future. "I have no idea where that Isak stands at this second. the Magpies manager admitted. The ideal from Newcastle's side is we want clarity, we want to move forward. We want the narrative to change. We are in the start of the season now, and we have to get results and try to focus on what we can control. We've given 2 really good performances and taken just 1 point. That's tough for us to take. The quality of Alex would have made a difference in the 2 games, there's no denying that. But that said, the team functioned well, and the performance doesn't happen without every part of the team functioning well. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.